What are the most powerful volcanic eruptions in human history, and how are they measured? From Mount Pinatubo's climate-cooling burp to the explosive eruption of Mount Tambora, these cataclysmic events have left a lasting impact. The Volcanic Explosivity Index, or VEI, developed in the 1980s, provides a scale for measuring eruption power, akin to earthquake magnitudes. While no VEI-8 volcanoes have erupted in the last 10,000 years, human records document several devastating eruptions. However, ranking eruptions within the same VEI category is challenging, so let's explore the top 10 most powerful volcanoes within the past 4,000 years. Number 10. HUAYNAPUTINA 1600 VEI-6. This peak was the site of South America's largest volcanic eruption in recorded history. The explosion sent mud flowers as far as the Pacific Ocean, 75 miles or 120 kilometers away, and appears to have affected the global climate. The summers following the 1600 eruption were some of the coldest in 500 years. Ash from the explosion buried a 50 square kilometer area to the mountains west, which remains blanketed to this day. Although HUAYNAPUTINA in Peru is a lofty 16,000 feet or 4,800 meters, it's somewhat sneaky as volcanoes go. It stands along the edge of a deep canyon, and its peak doesn't have the dramatic silhouette often associated with volcanoes. The 1600 cataclysm damaged the nearby cities, which only fully recovered more than a century later. Number 9. KRAKATOA 1883 VEI-6. The rumblings that preceded the final eruption of Krakatoa, also called Krakatau, in the weeks and months of the summer of 1883, finally climaxed with a massive explosion on April 26th to the 27th. The explosive eruption of this stratovolcano, situated along a volcanic island arc at the subduction zone of the Indo-Australian plate, ejected huge amounts of rock, ash, and pumice, and was heard thousands of miles away. The explosion also created a tsunami whose maximum wavelengths reached 140 feet or 40 meters and killed about 34,000 people. Tidal gauges more than 7,000 miles or 11,000 kilometers away on the Arabian Peninsula even registered the increase in wave heights. While the island that once hosted Krakatoa was completely destroyed in the eruption, new eruptions beginning in December 1927 built the Anak Krakatau, the child of Krakatau. A cone in the center of the caldera produced by the 1883 eruption. Anak Krakatau sporadically comes to life, building a new island in the shadow of its parent. Number 8. Santa Maria Volcano 1902 VEI-6. The Santa Maria eruption in 1902 was one of the largest eruptions of the 20th century. The violent explosion in Guatemala came after the volcano had remained silent for roughly 500 years and left a large crater nearly a mile or 1.5 kilometers across on the mountain's southwest flank. The symmetrical, tree-covered volcano is part of a chain of stratovolcanoes that rises along Guatemala's Pacific coastal plain. It has experienced continuous activity since its last blast, a VEI-3, which occurred in 1992. In 1929, Santa Maria spewed forth a pyroclastic flow, a fast-moving wall of scalding gas and pulverized rock, which claimed hundreds of lives and may have killed as many as 5,000 people. Number 7. NOVARUPTA 1912 VEI-6. In 1912, the mighty NOVARUPTA volcano on the Alaska Peninsula unleashed the most colossal eruption of the 20th century, standing among a chain of volcanoes in the fiery embrace of the Pacific Ring of Fire. NOVARUPTA spewed forth a staggering 3 cubic miles or 12.5 cubic kilometers of magma and ash. This cataclysmic outburst blanketed an immense area of 3,000 square miles or 7,800 square kilometers with ash forming a thick layer over a foot deep. Nature's fury knows no bounds, and NOVARUPTA's eruption stands as a testament to the raw power and astonishing scale of volcanic might. Number 6. Mount Pinatubo 1991 VEI-6. A stratovolcano located in a chain of volcanoes in Luzon, Philippines, created along a subduction zone. The cataclysmic eruption of Pinatubo was a classic explosive eruption. The eruption ejected more than 1 cubic mile or 5 cubic kilometers of material into the air and created a column of ash that rose up 22 miles or 35 kilometers in the atmosphere. Ash fell across the countryside, even piling up so much that some roofs collapsed collapsed under the weight. The blast also spewed millions of tons of sulfur dioxide and other particles into the air, which were spread around the world by air currents and caused global temperatures to drop by about 1 degree Fahrenheit or 0.5 degrees Celsius over the course of the following year.
This is AMBRYM, and these are the unforgettable images of the famed lava lakes of AMBRYM.
Number 5. AMBRYM Island 50 AD, VEI 6+. The 257 square mile or 665 square kilometer volcanic island, part of the Republic of Vanuatu, a tiny nation in the southwestern Pacific Ocean, witnessed one of the most impressive eruptions in history, one that sent a wave of scalding ash and dust down the mountain and formed a caldera 7.5 miles or 12 kilometers wide. The volcano has confirmed to be one of the most active in the world. It has erupted close to 50 times since 1774 and has proven a dangerous neighbor for the local population. In 1894, 6 people were killed by volcanic bombs and 4 people were overtaken by lava flows, and in 1979, acid rainfall caused by the volcano burned some inhabitants. Number 4. Mount THERA, approximately 1610 BC, VEI 7. Geologists think that the Aegean Islands volcano THERA exploded with the energy of several hundred atomic bombs in a fraction of a second. Though there are no written records of the eruption, geologists think it could be the strongest explosion ever witnessed. This would have created a big hole on the Earth's crust. The island that hosted the volcano, Santorini, part of an archipelago of volcanic islands in Greece, had been home to members of the Minoan civilization. Although there are some indications that the inhabitants of the island suspected the volcano was going to blow its top and evacuated. But though those residents might have escaped, there is cause to speculate that the volcano severely disrupted the culture, with tsunamis and temperature declines caused by the massive amounts of sulfur dioxide it spewed into the atmosphere that altered the climate. Number 3. CHANGBAISHAN Volcano 1000 AD VEI 7. Also known as the Baitushan Volcano, the eruption spewed volcanic material as far away as northern Japan, a distance of approximately 750 miles or 1,200 kilometers. The eruption also created a large caldera nearly 3 miles or 4.5 kilometers across, and a half mile nearly 1 kilometer deep at the mountain summit. It's now filled with the waters of Lake Tianchi, or Sky Lake, a popular tourist destination both for its natural beauty and alleged sightings of unidentified creatures living in its depths. Located on the border of China and North Korea, the mountain last erupted in 1702, and geologists consider it to be dormant. Gas emissions were reported from the summit and nearby hot springs in 1994, but no evidence of renewed activity of the volcano was observed. Number 2. Mount Tambora, Indonesia 1815 VEI 7. The explosion of Mount Tambora is the largest ever recorded by humans, ranking a 7 or supercolossal on the Volcanic Explosivity Index, the second highest rating in the index. The volcano, which is still active, is one of the tallest peaks in the Indonesian archipelago, making it the largest eruption ever witnessed by mankind. Imagine the earth trembling beneath your feet at this nearby volcano, towering among Indonesia's highest peaks, unleashing its cataclysmic power. The explosion's deafening roar echoed over 1,200 miles, reaching even Sumatra Island. Devastation followed in its wake, with a staggering estimated death toll of 71,000 lives claimed by this monstrous eruption. As if in a surreal nightmare, thick blankets of ash ominously blanketed far-flung islands, casting a shadow of darkness across the land. The resulting volcanic cloud caused widespread climate effects, including a decrease in global temperatures and a phenomenon known as volcanic winter. The eruption of Mount Tambora is often considered one of the most powerful and impactful volcanic events in recorded history. Number 1. Yellowstone Eruption 640,000 years ago, VEI 8. The entire Yellowstone National Park is an active volcano rumbling beneath visitors' feet, and it has erupted with magnificent strength. 3 magnitude 8 eruptions rocked the area as far back as 2.1 million years ago, again 1.2 million years ago, and most recently 640,000 years ago. Together, the 3 catastrophic eruptions expelled enough ash and lava to fill the Grand Canyon, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. In fact, fact, scientists discovered a humongous blob of magma stored beneath Yellowstone, a blob that if released could fill the Grand Canyon 11 times over. The researchers reported on April 23, 2013 in the journal Science. The latest of the trio of supervolcano eruptions created the Park's huge crater, measuring 30 by 45 miles across, 48 by 72 kilometers. The chance of such a supervolcano eruption happening today is about 1 in 700,000 every year, Robert Smith, a seismologist at the University of Utah in Salt Lake City, said. What do you think of these massive yet destructive volcanic eruptions throughout history? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, I'm sure you're going to love to watch our video about secret mysteries of the Earth that scientists don't want you to know. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and never miss our amazing videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Till then, stay tuned.